Fuel Fiend over here. Today I'm going to start a new video series on this 1980 Honda Camino of me restoring it in all ways possible. This can be of help to you when you're fixing your Honda Camino or I don't know, any similar moped. So today I'm going to fix this thing's mechanical issues with a box of parts over there. And a special thanks to Luc de Mont from Belgium. It's a company. We got a lot of parts from there. And yeah, so let's start the video. So, first off, let's start by removing these side panels. It's just going to be quite an easy job. So, we're removing these so I can get to the fuel tank. Which, let's start talking about the stuff that we are going to replace. We're going to replace this fuel tap over here. Because this one is badly fixed in the Russian area of my country. So, it's really badly fixed. So, this is as easy as these two bolts. And also, when removing the tank, this one singular bolt. Good. Let's do the same thing to this side. So, if I must say, these are pretty badly cracked plastics. So, for me it's going to be pretty easy to remove these. Okay. This is also, both of these bolts are just basic 10 millimeters. And yeah. Oh, god damn it. And also, it's nice if you keep a magnetic ball around you, so you can put all your bolts there. And also, put your plastics in a safe place, so you don't accidentally step on them and break them. I have personally done that before, so yeah. I already removed the other bolt from the other side of the 10 millimeter. Let's take this bowl with us. Alright. And let's take off this side now. Should be pretty easy. Yep. So the only problem I see here is I'm going to have to take the spark plug off so it comes off easier. Which is not that big of a deal. But now with this fuel tap, there's a little bit of a bad thing. It doesn't really have an off mode. So when I'm going to be removing it, I'm going to also be using a bowl over here. So let's go. I don't know now. I think, yeah, the best course of action is to just rotate it and then take it off. Okay, let's remove the tank. So, fuel line comes off. Okay. This fuel tank has some problems, so it's pouring gasoline all over.
Oh god, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Got it off. As we can hear, there's some stuff in here. So, I'm going to be emptying it into this bowl. As you can see, I emptied it into this bowl quite perfectly actually. But, if we listen... Wait, I'm gonna put this on so I don't spray it everywhere. Something is in this tank, and I don't like that. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking off this tap, and then let's see if it's going to come out of here, maybe. Hello, so now we're going to be replacing the tap. which I bought off of Luke the Bond. It's a SuperTech replica fuel tap, not an original. So here we go. This is the piece. Yeah. So here's the new part, and I'll take my 15 over here. 15 thing. Now let's remove it. So logically, okay, it's already open. So see that? That is a dirty filter, which compared to the new one looks pretty disgusting. So that's that. Now I don't know. Wait, but if before we add the new fuel tap, of course, I'm going to go outside and try to empty whatever is in here, making the sound. So yeah. After shaking this thing around violently, we have a nut and a sabe. I don't know what that's called in English, but these things were in the tank. Now let's put on this new fuel tap. This is a nice clean filter and everything should be the same size. I'm not that sure. So let's put it in. Right, screwing on nicely. Right, okay. So now that we have this thing over here, let's now think. If this thing is like this, that should be like that. Okay, so if it should be like that, then let's screw this thing hardly on. Let's see, maybe we can get another full rotation out of here. We don't want it to leak. It's like the exact opposite way of what it needs to be. So, here we go. We have it nicely as it should be. So, we have now this thing on. So, let's leave this here. We're going to put it to the side and we're going to start messing with the carburetor. Let's go. With removing the carb, let's remove the old fuel line, which is over here. So, we'll put this bowl of fuel over here and let's take this filter off. Right, empty the filter, maybe even blow on it a bit. Right, and let's remove this clip, which is now walk around it. So next step of removing the carburetor, because I can't get to it from here, we're going to remove this full bolt and I think these rear spring bolts. Then this whole motor will drop from the upper frame. So let's get on with it. So nice equal numbers here. We have 15 again for our big bolt over here. This is a cable wire, so I'm going to put that over here so you can see it a bit, or maybe not because it doesn't want to. Well, yes, it's a bit in the frame, in the way of our shot. So let's start by grabbing this and putting this over onto here, and now let's now we have the whole thing kind of off. It seems easy, so I'm going to do it by hand. Okay. Now, seems to be that all we need to do is remove this and these washers. God damn it, this thing is stuck. Okay. So now I'm going to be very primitive and just talk it out like this, because I am too lazy to go get a hammer. Right, got it from one side, let's go to the other. Now, we have this big bolt removed. So, that's a good thing. Now go to the back and remove those bolts for the suspension. We're going to remove the rear suspension bolts, which are these. Let's see, up. They come off pretty easily. There's also a nut on here on the back. I think it's welded, so I think you won't have a problem with that. So now I can do it by hand, I think. Now, boom. One suspension off. Let's go to the other side. Okay, let's remove this now. Damn, that was on pretty tightly. This one seems to be more rusted also. So, good. The upper frame is off. As we can see, it dropped. So I'm going to put it in a new position and lift this frame off. After removing this decompression thingy, I'm going to try it again. Okay, now after some help with my father, I got the upper frame off, so we can see the carb over here. He's going to bring me some type of brush, so I can brush all this, let's say, bad stuff away. This thing has been sitting for, I think, 20 years. Then we started it up the summer before the last. And, well, yeah, it was kind of crazy. So now I have all of this stuff, good stuff over here. And I think when we clean this up, it won't be any more that I need to kick it over 1,000,000 times, but it will be one start, as we got it, paugubil. Now let's take off the carb. So it's gonna be, oh god, it's pretty hard. Ah. Okay, I'm going to use the ratchet. Where is the ratchet? That's a good question. Oh, never mind, I found it. So let's make this now be worth it. Ugh, god damn. Oh, god damn.
Don't know.
So let's start wiggling it up. We're starting to get it off. So let's get this fuel line here. And now let's wiggle it, wiggle it. See? We gonna get it off or no? Okay, here we go. God damn. Oh god, oh god. So, 1 second. Here we go. Here is the holy how dirty carb. This is crazy. This is the choke. And this back there, wait, is the throttle. So yeah. God damn, this thing looks terrible. Well, I'm making quite a mess, so I'll get it over to the table. So this part I will be recording with the phone upwards. So now let's try to get this thing clean, which I'm going to do off camera, and then, well, I think then it's about time we start with cleaning it properly from the inside. So yeah. So now that I have kind of cleaned the carb off, well, I've got most of the junk off of here. Let's take it apart. So here I have two screws. I'll go get a screwdriver. Screwdriver is here. And let's start. So first of all, to clean it off from the inside, let's take the bowl off. So this is these two screws. This thing could stay, but I guess not. Yeah, nice. So this is one screw. And don't forget the washer, because if you lose the washer, then that's pretty bad. If you don't have a washer, well, then the last guy lost it. So yeah. Come out of here. Come on. Okay. Time for the big reveal. How does it look inside? Da-na-na-na. Not that bad. I'm really surprised here. It looks quite clean on the inside. Besides this side here, it looks quite clean. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. But I'm still going to use this carburetor cleaner to clean it off. So, let's start. So first, I'll wipe off the seals here of any dirt and grime. Then I'll get this blown bowl on the inside. Seems to be clean. Let's check if this here, I think it's an overflow. Let's check if this works by now doing this. So, let's see. Yep, nice and clean. Goes through and everything. Other side. Right, good. I think we can check that off. Now, here we have the pilot jet, which I'm going to have to take another size for. So, wait 1 second. So I had to get a different screwdriver head. This is not the best head for this because, well, I don't just have the right one. So, let's now slow down carefully. Oh god, okay. Okay, this thing does not want to come off with this head, so I'm going to change it to a different one. So, because I'm lazy and I don't want to go inside, I got this type of thingy, which I'm going to now use to get this jet out. Got them. Okay, good. I got it loose. Now I can screw it out with my fingers and check how clean it is on the inside. So, here we have the jet. Okay, seems to be okay. Let's spray it. Okay. Seems to be nice, okay here. So, I think I'm going to spray this also. Which now should come out of something. So, I haven't yet understood what goes to where. So I'm currently experiencing it all. Okay. Now we got all the stuff back and we have a new nice fuel line here going. And it looks very, very clean, way better than before. So this carb cleaner works really well. I would say it's like the second place to a brake cleaner, but this is like specific for carbs. So yeah, nice. Now I'm going to start cleaning a bit more on the moped, and then I'm going to put all the stuff back. So yeah, let's go. Now we have the cleaned carb in. Everything works. I've routed the new fuel line already. It's all nicely torqued. And so, next I think we are going to move on to this belt. And this thing. I'm going to try to replace the belt and also see about the rollers inside here, because they make a weird noise. So yeah. Okay, I got one loose. I think if I looked at the video afterwards and I was rotating these bolts the wrong way, that's fully on me. Which it seems so, because they're coming off easily now. Wait. God, that was disgusting. Okay, wait 1 second. Oh, come on. Because I'm tired and I can't do anything properly right now. I didn't also record all of this. What you're actually supposed to do is get this plate off and then get this nut off. But we don't have a 24mm, or is it a... No, wait. A 34mm or a... but we have a 32. And this is a 33 or a 34. Anyways, we couldn't get this off, so I took the whole rear tire off. I figured out that this thing has a very complicated electrical system and a brake light, but we did put on a new belt. It looks nice. Right now it's in pedal mode, so it works great here. It looks nice here. And yeah, that's that. We have the carb here. I unplugged these so it could be easier. And that's where we're going to leave off. I'm going to now rest, because I have done this the entire day. And let's get an assessment of what we did. That tank over there, we replaced that tap. We cleaned it out, and that's okay. We cleaned this carb at the top of this, and also changed the belt. Also, I cleaned a lot of this mess up. It was very dirty here earlier. It's still a bit dirty here, but you know, it's way better already. And so that's that. I'm going to have to clean all this stuff up now. And I'm going to continue tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll make another episode. Well, I don't even know if I will get this one edited, but yeah. So this is a first part. We have the engine out of the frame. Everything's nice, and yeah. So I guess bye for now.